We're gonna do this kettlebell or dumbbell rotation plus a press, okay? This is gonna be really cool because it's really going to teach us some rotational stability at our spine with a press overhead. What happens a lot of times is that when we begin to turn our spine, we start to get things a little muddied. So, so then anything where we're doing something overhead, our whole body kind of comes along for the ride, pelvis and spine. What we're gonna teach you today is that your pelvis and your spine are gonna move as two separate units. And then your spine rotating is gonna create the foundation for your ability to move your arm overhead. Let me explain what that looks like. So, I'm gonna be here in this half kneeling position, okay? What I'm gonna do is, if this left leg is forward, I'm gonna turn to this left-hand side, okay? And I can even use this hand. I'm gonna turn, and then I'm gonna press the weight overhead. But the thing though that I want you guys to be really specific about is this rotation. So you see both sides of my pelvis are pointing forward, okay? I'm pulling those lower abdominal muscles in. Both sides of my pelvis are staying forward this whole time as I turn. What happens when you turn is that you start to push that left hip back and then this right hip comes forward. So it kind of looks like when people will turn, they'll do kind of this thing. So you see how now I've like kind of rotated my entire spine. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay with my pelvis, both sides of my pelvis pointing forward, and I'm just turning my spine. Then I'm gonna place my hand here and then I'll press overhead, okay? I want you guys to be really specific about how you're doing this. That's why I don't just want to do this turn and press kind of thing, because I'd rather have you think of it as two movements, so then that way we can be a little bit more specific. We're gonna do 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. I'm gonna start with lighter weight, and then as we continue, then I'll go up. We're gonna do 4 rounds, okay? Let's get started. Remember, pelvis first, and then we turn, okay? All right, just to review, you're gonna hold the weight in the hand in the same side as the knee that's bent, or the foot that's down on the ground, okay? All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. So when I'm here, I'm going to rotate and then press. Come back down, come back to center. I'm gonna turn as much as I can. So I'm gonna place this left hand on the outside of my right leg and then press. Now, every time I'm doing that though, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not moving my pelvis at all. Switch sides. So now when I'm here, I'm gonna turn and press. And then back to center. Turn, press. Three seconds. Good, and rest. So guys, the thing that I'm really thinking about is that if both sides of my pelvis are in this position here, when I go to turn, this hip wants to push way back. I'm trying to keep both sides so that both sides of my hips aren't turning at all, okay? Let's get ready. And go. So I'm gonna turn, press, and come back down. I really need to make sure that I'm keeping my hips open as well. So I really need to like pull those lower abdominal muscles in. Good, and switch sides. Five seconds. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a hip flexor stretch just because I can feel they're a little tight. That's what also helps to keep you in a good position as well. Press to your shin, 3 seconds, and go. So I'm gonna turn, press. Turn and press. Good, nice job, guys. Switch sides. Nice work. Okay, we are almost done. Good, and rest. Just gonna check one thing. There we go. Now I'm paranoid that that I don't see this microphone. So last time, guys, 5 seconds. Remember, pull those lower abdominal muscles in and go. Oops, I need to turn, press. Good, nice job, guys. "15 seconds. It's our last one. Good, and rest. All right, guys, nice job.